Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into South Africa's ever-changing political drama. And believe me, today's story is one of those moments that makes you sit up, sip your tea a little slower, and think, oh, things are getting interesting. The big headline: Bongani Mncwango has just been announced as the new Secretary General of the Umkhonto we Sizwe Party, the MK Party under none other than former President Jacob Zuma. And let me tell you, this is not just some ordinary reshuffling of political chairs. No, this is a move with the potential to change the tone of the 2026 elections, shake the foundations of the ruling party, and maybe even rewrite the power map of South African politics. The announcement came during a high-profile MK Party media briefing that was more charged than a KZN rally in election season. Mncwango was introduced as the new chief administrator and strategic driver of the Zuma-led political machine. An MK Party spokesperson praised him as a leader of discipline, vision, and grassroots credibility, saying this marks the beginning of a new era of a serious political organization and national influence. But before we jump into why this matters so much, let's rewind for a moment. Who exactly is Bongani Mncwango, and why is his appointment making analysts sit up straight? Mncwango's political journey is already the stuff of political memoirs. He's a former DA provincial leader in KwaZulu-Natal, a position he held with a reputation for being articulate, sharp, and not afraid to step on a few toes. But in 2023, he dramatically resigned from the DA, citing racism, double standards, and political betrayal. It wasn't a quiet exit either. It was the kind of political breakup where both sides leave with bruises and a few missing teeth, figuratively speaking. After his exit, Mncwango didn't disappear. While he stayed out of the front pages, those who watch politics closely knew he was still in the game, moving in the background, building connections, and waiting for the right moment. And now, under the banner of MK, he's stepping into the national spotlight again, this time with a political family that thrives on bold moves and unapologetic messaging. What makes this appointment so fascinating is the timing. The MK Party, barely a few years old, is positioning itself as a serious contender for power. It's already managed to build a fiercely loyal base, especially in KwaZulu-Natal, and has been eating into ANC support in key regions. Adding Mncwango to the top team is like fitting a turbocharger to an engine that was already revving high. Social media lit up the moment the news broke. Supporters flooded timelines with excitement, calling it a serious upgrade for the MK Party. Some said, Zuma isn't playing games, 2026 is going to be fire. Others joked that the ANC should start stocking up on headache pills because things are about to get heated. Of course, critics also chimed in, pointing out that politics is a game of loyalty, and Mncwango's history of switching sides might be a double-edged sword. But here's where the story gets even juicier. The Secretary General role in any party isn't just ceremonial. It's the engine room position. It's where strategy is coordinated, ground campaigns are planned, and internal discipline is managed. In South African politics, the SG is often more feared inside the party than the president is outside it. By giving Mncwango that power, Zuma is signaling that MK wants to move from being an emotional protest vote to a disciplined, election-ready machine. And let's not forget the optics. Mncwango comes from the DA, a party often at odds with both the ANC and MK's brand of politics. Bringing him into the MK fold sends a message that this party isn't afraid to bring in talent from outside its traditional circle. It's a move that could broaden its appeal beyond Zuma's hardcore base, especially among voters who feel politically homeless. This appointment could also stir the pot in KZN politics, where the ANC has already been struggling to contain MK's rise. The province has historically been one of the ANC's most secure strongholds, but MK's presence and Zuma's personal popularity have been chipping away at that. With Mncwango's organizing skills, MK might not just hold its ground, it could expand into new territories, possibly making life uncomfortable for both the ANC and the EFF. The question now is, can Mncwango balance the fiery populism of MK with the discipline needed to win a national election? Zuma's style is unpredictable, and MK's base is passionate but can be hard to manage. Mncwango will need to be both a diplomat and an enforcer, keeping the movement energized while making sure it doesn't spiral into chaos. Of course, the road ahead won't be smooth. The ANC is likely to intensify its counter-strategy in KZN. The DA might try to remind voters of Mncwango's previous criticisms of Zuma, and the EFF will be looking for ways to keep MK from stealing too much of its anti-establishment thunder. We could be heading for one of the most competitive elections South Africa has seen since 1994. In the end, this move isn't just about one man taking a new job. It's about MK showing that it's ready to be taken seriously as a national contender. It's about Jacob Zuma proving he still knows how to play political chess. And it's about Bongani Mncwango betting his political future on a party that thrives on shaking the table. What do you think? Is Mncwango the right man to take MK to the next level? Or is this just another headline move that will fizzle out before the next elections? If you've enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. We read everything, and your opinions help keep these conversations alive. South Africa's political scene is really boring, but with moves like this, it's starting to feel like we're all watching a high-stakes drama play out in real time. And if you think this is exciting, trust me, the 2026 elections are going to be a show you don't want to miss. See you next time.